What's up, guys? I want to make my 5th video responding to the podcast I've recently listened to called Defecting From Bethel. And this kind of episode, this video, I want to respond to the accusation of, well, Bethel, this is an accusation from the podcast, well, Bethel, the people at Bethel, they teach that they're doing New Age stuff. They're doing different demonic practices, doing different things that psychics are doing, and they're engaging in the occult and that kind of thing. So here's my first. So the woman in the podcast, she talks about how, sometimes the Bethel students, they will go to these different places and set up booths where they would be like palm readers or psychics, people who tell your future. They use demonic power or witchcraft. The Bethel students would go different places. They would set up their own booth, and they would do this same kind of thing, only they would use the Holy Spirit, and they would do prophetic stuff using their gifts of the Spirit, and they would actually lead people to Jesus. And one of the things on the podcast is these pastors and this girl Lindsay that they had on the show, they were talking about how, this is engaging in New Age stuff, that it's demonic, it's the occult, like this and that. Here's my thoughts in response to that. Here's what we have to understand when it comes to the activity, demonic activity, New Age things. The devil and demons, demonic activity, they can't do anything. The devil can't come up with any original ideas. He only has the ability to counterfeit or to try to distort something that the Lord has created. Okay, so rather than thinking that the Bethel students are taking this demonic thing, this witchcraft stuff, and trying to turn it into Jesus stuff, think of it the other way around. Okay, the original was actually Holy Spirit. Okay, so God was first, Holy Spirit was first. This concept of being able to tell people stuff about their future, speak prophetically into somebody's life, that whole thing, that is actually a part of having the Holy Spirit in us. It's part of the gifts of the Holy Spirit. It's the gift of prophecy is really what it is. So what the enemy has done, and what you can do through demonic power, is do a counterfeit version of that. That's what psychics are. That's what witchcraft is. It's trying to do these things that the Lord created as good. Now you use demonic power, and they're evil. It's the wrong spirit. It's not good. So it's actually demons, the enemy, evil, stealing from the Lord and stealing what He's created originally to be good. And so what Bethel teaches is it's time to take back these different things that the Lord has created. It's time to take these back for the kingdom of heaven, rather than them continue to be used in the kingdom of darkness. So I don't have a problem with this at all, even though they had a real problem with it on the podcast. But I think the reason they had a problem with this is because they don't understand that the original to some of these things is actually Jesus, Holy Spirit. He's the original. The demonic is the counterfeit, not the other way around. The Bethel students are not taking stuff from the occult and demonic power and doing counterfeit. It's the other way around. And so I think that really, when you look at it from that perspective, and you realize that Jesus is the original, Holy Spirit is the original, and they're just simply taking it back for the kingdom of heaven, it's actually a very good thing, I believe, in my opinion. And I think there should be more of it. Why should there be psychics and people who are walking in the power the demonic doing witchcraft and stuff. Like, why shouldn't the Christians be doing the actual original good versions of those things and spreading that across the earth, and just like putting this other stuff, really redeeming those things that the enemy has sought to steal and kind of distort. So I think it's a good thing. So those are my thoughts concerning the accusation that Bethel likes to do New Age stuff or demonic practices. It's not like that. And so hopefully this brought some clarity on that subject. All right, I'll keep making these videos. There's plenty more. There's a few more that I'm trying to chug through some accusations and straighten some things out. I hope these are helpful. All right, bless you guys.